Hello everyone, Kryptonite here and welcome back. So in this video I'm going to show you 5 tips for starting out in Valheim. I've just started playing this game recently and there's a lot that the game doesn't explain. I thought I'd share the things that I have learned to help you start out if you're a beginner like myself, or even if you're not a beginner. This video might be worth watching. You might find some things out that you didn't know. So let's get straight into the video and I will show you 5 massive tips that I have learned to help you at the beginning of Valheim. So the first tip I have for you guys is, as soon as you spawn, what you want to do is you want to head and try and find the shoreline. And what you want to do is you want to follow the shoreline until you reach the biome of the Black Forest, which is very recognizable by the type of trees you see. And what you want to do is you want to just go back into the meadows just a little bit, and you want to set your base on a nice open bit of land like this here, as close as you can to the Black Forest. The reason being, once you defeat the first boss, a lot of the resources you will need to progress will be located in the Black Forest. It's just a lot easier to obviously make your main base near the Black Forest, set your spawn point, have all your chests and everything else ready, so when you are adventuring into the Black Forest and getting the equipment and resources you need to progress, you don't have to travel so far. So one of the main reasons why you want to craft the bow as soon as possible, because it makes hunting boar and deer a lot easier than it is with just the hunting knife, where you have to sneak up behind them. You can keep distance, save scan them, aim and shoot, and it's a one hit. And that's your boar. And I will show you an example with the deer as well. I believe there's one over here. Yep, there's one over here. So you can keep your distance so you don't scare them off. Aim and shoot. When you're hunting a deer, make sure you pick up the deer trophies, because you do need quite a few of them for the first boss. So make sure you pick up all them deer trophies. And we've got a couple of more deer here, so I can show you again. With the crude bow, you do have to aim quite high because the drop off is quite bad. As you can see, also a bonus when there's two of them together. You notice that killing that deer with the bow didn't spook the other one. And that's why having the bow is so handy. Makes killing deer and boar very easy. Now you can just walk up, collect all the hide. Another big tip for you guys is when you're exploring the meadows at the beginning of the game, whenever you come across sort of raspberries or mushrooms around the meadows area, what you want to do is you want to bear in mind that all raspberries and mushrooms do respawn. So what you want to do is you want to bring up your map, and you just want to double click where your spawn point is. You can use any icon you want. I tend to use just a plain circle for bits like this. And you just want to label it whatever you fancy labeling it. I'm going to label mine raspberries. They do respawn, so it is ideal to mark them on the map, because you will need plenty of these raspberries and mushrooms. They are very good for eating when you are just exploring. They give you a massive stamina boost. Not so much a health boost, but a brilliant stamina boost. So it's always good if you are setting off on adventures to eat lots of them. When you get further into the game, you start taming and breeding boar and other animals. These is their food resource, and they do take a lot of them to tame them and breed them. So I do advise stocking up on them and marking them whenever you can. Another massive tip for you guys that some people don't realize is when you do craft an axe for the first time and use an axe to chop down your trees to get your wood resources to build your base, you don't have to craft a new one every time yours runs out. If you come over to the workbench, and this little hammer icon here, it's just repair an item. You don't have to select what item you want to repair. Just keep spamming this. Just keep spamming that, and as you can see, it's all been repaired. And one big bonus about this repair an item feature is it doesn't cost you any resources at all. It's all completely free. It even does your armor as well. And tip number 5 for you guys is probably one you haven't heard before, is to farm the GREYDWARF. The first reason for this being, it's an easy way to basically level up your axe skill or your blunt skill or your bow skill. They are relatively weak and easy to basically farm and kill. The second reason being is when they drop the eyes of GREYDWARF, you need then to summon the second boss. So I recommend, as they are pretty easy to kill, just to grind them as you come across them and just store the eyes in a chest ready for the second boss. Hope everyone has enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you drop that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more Valheim hints and tips. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.